everyone, today we'll be trying something a little bit different as we'll be taking a look at a game that I've wanted to check out for an absolute age since I first heard this coming out way back when Owlcat Games was talking about it. And the teasers have been brilliant. All the screenshots I've seen have been amazing. However, I have avoided so much of this, just sticking my head in the sand, waiting for really the alphas to come out and start taking a look at them. I figured, why not? Since this is going to be my first time actually checking this out, let's see a gameplay trailer, let's see what they have to show, because I cannot wait for Rogue Trader. Warhammer 40k has some of the best lore out of any fantasy. Oh, maybe a challenge from Warhammer itself, but absolutely phenomenal. And so, let's see what they can do with a Pathfinder-style game, an RPG, a true turn-based strategy. But before I begin, and before I forget, if you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and all that YouTubey goodness that I constantly forget to do. Let's just get straight into this, because I want to see some grimdark architecture, some amazing weaponry. Although we are rogue traders, so maybe we can just go Tau.
The Imperium's perilous frontier. A foul.
What is that? Go on, let's take that back 2 secs. We have some kind of Commissar style dude. We have an Elder. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Human-ish. And we've got a, I was going to say Tech Priest, but actually I think that might be Mechanicus. Oh, we have a fair few factions involved in this. Oh, that's Dark Elder. Okay, that's good. I thought we were going to go against like pure chaos. I mean, chaos. There we go. Oh, we're going to build a mix in, get some other factions. Pre-order and get all the bonuses. Yeah, I mean, fair play, you gotta be due. Pre-order bonuses are kind of a staple in the gaming industry at this point. I don't think you can really argue too much against it. Personally, not a huge fan. I don't really like seeing huge amounts of tack added into games. But it's an optional. Either way, go on, though that actually does look very nice. Well, this is supposed to be a gameplay trailer. I don't actually see that much gameplay in it. So unfortunately, in that video, we actually didn't have all that much in the way of gameplay, which is something that I've got to say is really starting to get annoying. Wouldn't be too bad if it didn't have the word gameplay trailer written very clearly on top. Yet all I can tell from this is that it's in-game. Like, I'm guessing even then. But we do have a good idea of like some different factions. We've got some cool different weaponry in there. Looks like we've got like auto guns. We've got some kind of like classic style shotgun. At least I'm assuming it's the old classic style shotguns. The thing is with Rogue Trader was the original name for 40k. So this is like way back when. So I don't know how much of that they've taken through, or if it's just you are a Rogue Trader, aka someone who kind of works with the consent of the Emperor. You're sort of allowed to do a lot of stuff you shouldn't. You can contact with Xenos, you can use ancient technology, that sort of thing. But you're still potentially at risk. Like the Inquisition, the ultimate authority in 40k, could just turn around and say, you know what, mate, we're just going to absolutely hammer you because that's too much Xeno, you know? It's a step too far. Got an Elder with us. What's going on there? It looks brilliant from visual-wise. Like, this is... You can tell this is Owlcat Games. They have a very distinct style, and I agree with it. It's good.
Horrors.
We got some lovely horrors in there. We got some different styles of armor, but kind of all keeping the scene. Everything looks pretty authentic 40k. They put some effort in, like going through the lore and seeing what would be present, which I adore. But I want to know how you play it, man. It's a gameplay trailer. I want to see like the character selection. I want to see what different inventory slots we have. What equipment do we have? How does the equipment change our stats? Does it change our stats? Or does the equipment provide additional bonuses, different skills? Does deciding to put someone in, I mean, you could go extreme and say power armor versus like Cadian paper and bubble wrap, does that do anything apart from just taking more damage? Will it have an effect on your movement speed? Technically speaking, Space Marines way faster. Now, as to how much a rogue trader could get away with getting all the implants and stuff, maybe not. I reckon they probably could. Inquisition can, you know? Yeah. Put down in the comments. I'm not 100% sure on that. Rogue traders, I know enough to get by. Much better at the Inquisition. I love the Inquisition. Just because you can choose any army from the Imperium and stick them all together. It's amazing. Well, what better way to finish this off? Let's take a look at actually on the Owlcat Owlcat game set, because they have some of the Rogue Trader stuff up right now. Straight away, you can, if you'd like, why don't you buy yourself the collector's kit? It's amazing. We swear. I just want to see the game. All right, so here we go. We got onto the Rogue Trader Alpha Guide. So this is going to give us a lot more information. We straight away can see part of the UI in here. And this, like, that should be in the trailer, people. That should be standard. Right, so we've got armor based on cover, half armor against full armor, full cover. Got use of grenades. Just everyone is using grenades. I enjoy that. That is good. That is magnificent. That is precisely what I want to see. And the Commissar, I'm assuming this is a Commissar. This is our Rogue Trader, sorry, who apparently just really likes Commissars. I can't blame them. Although you should always go full Death Corps of Krieg, people. Krieg or nothing. Followed by some kind of, I'm assuming, a priest, hence the mallet or flail of some description, flagellants running around. That's always good fun. Right, but this actually looks a lot more promising, and it also looks fairly similar to the Inquisitor games, the Inquisitor Martyr games. Those were really good. And even space combat. Why was that not in the flipping gameplay trailer? You know what this is a review of? This is no longer like reactions to a trailer. This is like why your trailer sucks. Why you need to remove the word gameplay from the apparent gameplay trailer and just replace it with like this is just a teaser. This is a teaser trailer. That would be way more accurate and totally would be forgiven on that. Once more in here though, we're seeing a lot more. We've got our commander. Looks like we've got a sister. We have, is it Sisters of Battle? They changed their name now because they always do. Yeah, I refuse to call Imperial Guard anything but Imperial Guard. Space Marines are Space Marines. Come at me. Mars Priest. Assuming a priest come with us to try and gain some archaeo tech. Good for them, good for them. Naval officer, looks like an elder. The Warp Guide. Oh, they're an astropath. I'll run with that. And some random person at the end. And so space combat's also going to be turn-based. So that's awesome to hear. Once more, you should see that in a gameplay trailer. If you're going to do a gameplay trailer, really what you're wanting to see is like something of an in-game cinematic. You want something cool, something that's part of the game, something that looks a bit better than the game, and something that's going to like draw people in. So that's usually how you're going to start off. But then you want to transition into actual in-game video, preferably. After that, you need to show the gameplay. So in the case of a turn-based strategy, you need to show selection, attack, an animation for the attack. Now, what is fair enough, I think, with turn-based compared to like any other genre is if you want to skip all that time the computer has to think between turns, fair play. If you were to actually show a video of like Field of Glory with all of the turn thinking in, or hey, going back to like Shadowrun Returns and all that lot, it would take the mick. Fair play, cut that stuff out, but I need to see someone being selected, some basic attacks, some skills, some equipment being used, inventory being opened, and stuff being moved around. If you change your character, like the way they look by moving equipment, that is a great thing to show off. Yeah, I'm just doing a review of how much I didn't like that trailer. Because flipping heck, going onto their site, I'm keeping dragging on this, man. I'm keeping dragging on this. We have a great example here. So we have the full character information. We have weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. Just in case you need that ring taken to Mordor. We also have a full breakdown of the weaponry and skills. That is brilliant. We have lore of the warp, lore of the Imperium, which of course will be maxed out in the name of the Emperor. Lore of Xenos, which will be maxed out. Don't tell the Emperor. Warp, I'll take it or leave it. We have a full setup of all the different weapons as well. We've got pistols in there, melee weapons. We've got some kind of sniper rifle, probably a las gun, meaning it's basically a flashlight and is going to do absolutely nothing. It will look adorable when you fire it. And I'm sure Khorne themselves will laugh and enjoy it. And that's what you need. This is needed to be in that trailer. I'm very disappointed, but incredibly happy I found this. This is brilliant. This is what I wanted to know. We even have information on the ships. Oh, dude. Did they like go into Battlefleet Gothic and get all this information out? Because if they did, that would be insane. I know Battlefleet Gothic exists and like on PC, but the best version, if you ever want to play it, came out for Android. No longer available. You can get it elsewhere though. Wink, wink. I think that was a wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. You can always get it on some other means, and it's a proper turn-based. It's a complete remake of what the actual game is, the tabletop game. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly, highly recommend it. Yeah, then we've got stats, we've got leveling up, how the abilities come in. This, this article is better than that advert. Well, we've certainly seen something, and I'm definitely glad that they've really put the effort into the aesthetics. Like, Warhammer 40k aesthetics are one of the main parts, and getting that down, having it solid, perfect. Combine that with just generically having in the name of the Emperor everything there. Your weaponry, your armor, your character classes, your character races. We're going to have the warp in there. We're going to have various demons associated with different gods. On top of that, we're going to have the heretics associated with those gods. I kind of hope they do quite a bit to differentiate them. Heretics have a tendency to all look like they should worship Khorne. Fair enough, Khorne's pretty cool, but let's face it, Papa Nurgle was the leader. He was the first. All hail Nurgle. But it looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm definitely going to be checking out more of the combat. I did have a little look at some of the actual gameplay just before putting this in. I've thrown it out there. I'd recommend checking out the Great Book of Grudges. They support Slaanesh, but we will forgive them for today. They did a great job looking at the current levels. So this is all alpha testing, so things are going to change a little as it goes, but if you do want to actually see the gameplay, do go check them out. They're a fantastic YouTuber and did a great job showing off the game. And of course, until next time, as always, peace out. They fled. Oh, so have we. Just the dogs running off with them. That's the wrong team.